my greatest obsessions and preoccupation is what happens at the eve of value multiplication. What I mean is that, assuming we are given a 1 year promo where at the end of the year we are selling a land of maybe 35 million naira for 15 million, and it ends on a particular day and it lasts for a year. The people that buy at the beginning of the year for 15 million and the man that buys the last day of the year before it turns to 35 million, one of my greatest curiosities to find out who that man is. And in the course of this promo, I found that one man. His name is Mr. Henry. Mr. Henry is a king and an eagle that was blessed to the eve of multiplication. As a matter of fact, we did an advert last year, October, when we thought that once we pay for the CFO, we'll get it in 48 hours. But we paid in October and we got it in April. 48 hours turned out to be 6 months. And guess what? The only man that could meet the 24 hours is Mr. Henry. On the 13th of April, he paid for a few plots. On the 13th of April, he paid for a few plots. And on the 15th of April, we picked up our CFO and his 15 million naira plots turned to 35 million. So he's the luckiest or the timeliest man alive. And he's somebody that I've resonated with so much that his story not only inspires me for his timing, but his story inspires me for his eyes for value, his humility of communication, and his aptitude of connection that connected to take advantage of our pre-CFO offer at the die minute. As a matter of fact, listen to his story.
My name is Henry Onuapo. I'm an HR executive. That's what I do. I practice human resources. And I live in Port Harcourt. happily so. I think it was sometime last week, actually, not just over a week, under 2 weeks. And in terms of how much, it's it's something to talk about with some gladness. You know, in life, sometimes opportunities come your way. Some you get and you're happy, some you miss and you bite your fingers. This is one I think I got that I'm really pleased with. Funny enough, it was a chance discussion with someone, one of my confidants, somebody who's we've been together for a while. And then he told me about it. So in terms of how much I bought it, bought a number of lots. Each of them was 15 million. But so each of them was 15 million, but I knew also that something big was coming, and that big thing was going to change the cost of the land within a day or two. And that big thing was the CFO for the owner of the place. It was very clear that if after the CFO was obtained, it would be 35 million. And I heard that just that night. Funny enough, I was having a chance discussion with one of my confidants. And he said, look, God, this thing there, you know, after the CFO comes in, the cost of the land will change. And funny enough, we keyed in. And today, it's good news, to be honest with you, because it's an opportunity that was taken. How did I learn? Okay, so the Mayor of Housing, I think, has been doing some good job, because not many people will say they don't know about the Mayor of Housing, because the billboards are everywhere, along Odili Road, along LNG Roundabout area, and all of those places. So you get to see they are there. So I've seen it. It's somewhere in the subconscious. But then you see these things every day. They're everywhere. So the point where you tend to decide whether you want to invest or not, something more serious than seeing the billboards needed to happen. So like I said before, it was someone who's close to me who said, you know what? I've done business with this individual and I can vouch for his integrity and consistency. And that was when I decided also that it was good to do business with the Mayor of Housing. Prior to that, like I said, I had seen the the billboards all around Port Harcourt. Doubts, of course I did. I do property. I've had some that have been very good. Some have gone really well. I've had some that have not gone well. And so you tend to be careful. My first thought was, this sounded a bit too good to be true. And someone had once said before, if it is too good to be true, then it's not true. So I had those doubts, I had the concerns. But what did I do? I made a number of calls. I spoke with a number of persons. I wanted to find out more about the entire concept. And I think one of the things that helped me as well was the videos that I saw. That one was good. The one that I think was taken with some drone coverage that led all the way from Ojili Road to the property itself. That was one of the turning points for me. And I said, look, this looks good. Incidentally, my eyes had been on that place, but I wasn't sure of how to enter. So this was the opportunity. And my doubts were cleared first by the video, second as well by the integrity of the person who was speaking of Mayor of Housing. The major part, I think, as I said before, was having seen people, to be fair, who had done business with him. That was the turning point for me. Having seen what they said, their impressions of it, and so that was it for me. I was convinced. But I think the other thing also was we did have a conversation. I spoke with him. And I think we had such a wonderful connect. And thereon I said, this is someone to do business with. Right up, his focus came out quite well, came out quite strongly. What he wanted to do, his objectives were clear. And I could sense some deep integrity in what he was saying. And those were the things, the turning point for me. Interestingly, no, not for me. Funny enough, because I tread with caution generally when it comes to business, particularly property business. I've been in for a while. So I did make a number of calls. He may not know this, but I asked where he lived. I asked people who know him. I made inquiries. Do you know where he lives? Do you know what he's been doing for this while? So I asked a number of persons, to be fair. And when all of those ones came back with the feedback I needed, I didn't have, to be fair on this one, any negative views. Because what I got from them was really positive. And some of them were even my colleagues and friends that I've known for many years. So that was it for me. I think one of his catchphrases, I'm not sure the exact words, he doesn't sell property, he sells value. I'm not sure whether I'm saying it well, but I could see that beyond just property as it were, he's actually committed to creating value. And that commitment helps with partnership. What it does is that people who buy in, as I have done, they feel a sense of partnership and an investment into the business. So it's not just they just own a property, but they are like a part owner of the entire business. That is what comes across to you. And that's what came across to me. Not just to me. Like I said, I spoke with persons. That's the feedback they also gave. And that has been my experience so far, to be honest. Well, I've been in Port Harcourt now for, residing fully about 12 years. And I've seen things happen around this area. I've seen real big developments. I've seen that place for a while, and the impact of the bridge that is now being done, that just links that place up, it has become somewhat an extension of Odili Road, which we all know what Odili Road, at least most of us who have a good idea of what Odili Road stands for within the Port Harcourt area. So right now you could drive straight from Odili Road once the bridge is concluded to that place. And from the Gulf Estate area, you could actually see it. So for me, it's still within that vicinity that I'd like to live in, the community I like to belong to. So that's really my real, and I'm not getting this just for the purposes of business as always. I'd like to live there. From what I've heard, it's going to happen there. What have I been feeling? Bite your fingers. That's what it is. And I've bitten my finger a few times in one or two cases. So, just to put it across, so I think I paid just the day before the CFOs came out, just the day before. And I paid 15 million for each of them. And the following day the CFO comes out, it's 35 million, each of them. So that's a delta of 20 million per plot for me. You can imagine how much of finger biting that would have been. I'm sure I probably would have chewed up my finger. So I'm pleased, I'm really happy because it's been a business well done. That's the truth. I think it's nostalgia will be the word. There are times you know, some things happen, they are so terrible, you wish it was a dream. And you wish that was not real. And some things happen, they are so fantastic, and you tell yourself, if this is a dream, no one should wake me up. Don't wake me up from this dream, if it's a dream. That for me is the feeling right now, because as I did say before, property is something I've been keen on and been part of my value creation. And this is one of the ones I will say, I think I got it right by following my guts on this one. I'm privileged to, I will say I have mentees now within the property business, people who think they like what I've done over the years and they're doing the same. And then I have people also who generally we cohort and discuss property. I will say to them that you will chew up your fingers if you do not take up, because I am clear from what I can see that this is a new sub-city, as it were, that is going to come up. And you will look back and say, why did I not? So my view will be that as I have done, and I took quite a number, I would say do the same, because it will be huge value creation for you and for whatever you intend to do, whether for the medium term or the longer term, as it were. I think the first part is to encourage the mayor of housing himself. Business is not easy, I will say. And while he will keep a smile on his face most of the time, I know that behind that is all the challenges and struggles. I'll say to him, go on, keep pushing, because indeed you are creating value. You're touching lives in very important ways. So I'll encourage him. That's the first part. On the other part, I will say that this is something that every one of us should be keen on or keen in and support property business, as it were. And the Alesa Highlands is a critical one in terms of where a city is being developed, and you want to be part of it. So stay tuned to see what is coming up with, and I'll advise you key in.